Hi guys, hi, how's it going? How you doing today? Hopefully today finds you well. Today I am doing my update for my project pan. This is my completionist project pan. It's the project pan that I rolled 10 different items into and try to complete them throughout the year. It's also the project pan that I really focus my plan to pan items in. And I'll link that up in the cards somewhere for you during this video so that you have an idea of the products that I have on my plan to pan list. With that said, I did declutter, I think, 4 different items on my plan to pan list, but there are 33 items on the list. So the intention of doing that list was so that I had more of a strategic way of going about my project pans this year to get 50 solid makeup items used in my collection. I'm doing a pretty good job, I do think, but I did declutter 4 of those items. I am excited to bring you the update today, so hopefully that sounds like something you're interested in. For those of you watching that are new here, hi, I'm Donna. I work for Ulta Beauty as a field leader. I get a lot of education in my position, and I like to bring that education here to this platform, but ultimately I'm just out here talking about makeup because I like makeup and I like to talk about it, and that's why we do the things that we do. So I hope that you also like to talk about makeup and you'll want to do that today because that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about some makeup. So I am wearing the Natasha Denona Retro Glam, this guy, today. And I mean, it's pretty. It's a pretty palette. It's a pretty look. But I don't know that I love it. This is the first day that I'm using it outside of my original, like, get ready with me while I was using it. And I wanted to get a solid feel on how I felt about that palette versus the Sydney Grace one that's also in my palette roulette, which I'll stick up on the cards for you. I'm just not sure I love this look. It's pretty. It's just not the colorful crazy that I like, and I knew going into that. I mean, let's be honest, it's kind of a pastel-y palette. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think about the eye look. I don't necessarily hate it. I just also don't love it. Also, here to tell you, my scale is going into the garbage today because I took some B-roll for you guys so that you could see there's nothing on the scale and it keeps just kind of filtering through different weights. So I've replaced the battery like 3 times. I don't even know where this scale came from, if I'm honest with you. I think it's something that my partner brought into our relationship, and I am going to get rid of it. I hope to have a new scale prior to doing this video next month, but we will see. And also, I am filming this a little bit later than I normally would. I normally film it around, the 25th, the 22nd, somewhere in there, but going to FLC this month kind of pushed back a lot of my filming and definitely my upload schedule. I didn't upload for the entire week that I was in FLC, but I did have some videos that were supposed to go live during that week that didn't. So there's that. So I'm filming this and then it will upload the day after I'm filming it, I do believe. It's very, very late at night. This is what it looks like. Very, very late at night. Hopefully I can get this uploaded, filmed, uploaded, and given to you by tomorrow when it's supposed to go live. Yeah, which will be the 1st. So very, very late at night. Had an incredibly long work day today doing some onboardings and really didn't have any seconds of time over the weekend. So have some things going on, but here we are. So with that said, I am filming this quite a bit later than I normally would. It didn't help with what I wanted to accomplish this month, to be honest, but here we are. All that being said, crazy amount of information that you probably didn't want. Let's jump into this. We're going to just scroll through all the things as we brought them in. So first and foremost, I do have the Bite Beauty Amuse Bouge lipstick in the shade Chai. This is just a mini that I have in my collection, that I have had it in my collection for quite some time. This is what the lipstick is looking like now. I will tell you guys that I have used this quite a bit as a blush, and that is why it is like so flat here. I do also think that it's gone bad. And the reason why I say that is because if you don't remember, last month, my hand was really broke out here, and I thought it might have been a multitude of things, but one of the things I said was I was not going to put this on my hand anymore to then put a brush into and put it onto my face, but I instead would just go in with the brush and put it on my face. And if my hand was no longer broke out, then I knew what it was. And I don't know if you guys can see, but my hand no longer has a rash on it. So, and this is old. This is very old. Let's be 100% honest. So I am actually going to call this an empty today because I am not going to dig this out anyways. And there is a ton of usage out of this product, even since I brought it into this project pan. I have been using it as a blush. It's not impacting my facial skin, and I don't know why. Maybe because I take better care of my facial skin than I do my hand skin, which is really bad. You shouldn't do that. You should take care of all your skin the same way. But I won't be using this on my face anymore. I quit using this on my lips months ago because it was kind of tasted like gasoline, to be honest. So we all know that this is old. And we all know that this is probably well past its expiry date. So we're going to call this good and golden and used. When we rolled this in, we did weigh it in at 8 grams. My scale is whatever it is. Throughout the last several months, we have gone to 7, then 5, then back up to 8. And today we're at 4 grams left in the product. And I could get maybe one more use out of this using it as a blush. But we're going to call it good. I'm not going to dig the product out of the bottom, especially not for a lipstick that's as old as that one. We brought in a lip balm as well in January. And in January, the lip balm that I chose to bring in was the Fresh Sugar Coconut Hydrating Lip Balm. This is what it looks like in the container. This is hands down one of my favorite lip balms. This isn't nearly as old as the other product that we were just talking about, but it is something that I was using quite a bit. It is something that I had in my project pan last year, and I was able to see, you know, I hit pan in it last year, and this year the goal was to bring it in and finish it up. This is where we are sitting with this lip balm, and I do think you guys can see I hit quite a bit of side pan over here, and that pan that was in the product is definitely larger than it was when we brought this in initially. I can't be happier with the progress that I've had with this product. I will say that a lot of the use that I got out of it in the last 30 days has really been about trying to heal that rash that was on my hand. So I would put it on my hand. I've also started putting it on my elbows, as crazy as that sounds, but I sit at a desk often and my elbows get dry and crusty, and I've been putting this on my elbows as well. And I like it also on my lips. Like, it's not bad. It's just a really, really good product. So I've been putting it everywhere that I need some kind of like hydrating balm. Elbows, my hand to heal a rash, and my lips all being the places on my body that I am putting this item, and it's working. This, when we brought it in January, weighed 28 grams. It weighed 24 the next month, 20 the next month, went back up to 26 last month, and this month it's weighing 17 grams. So really super excited. I do think that this will probably take a couple more months to get use out of it, but I do think that I've been able to use quite a bit of it just by putting it on my elbows and that rash on my hand. That rash on my hand no longer exists. I do thank this product for being one of those products that helped me in that way to heal that rash, and will continue to use it and would repurchase this at the end of the day. I have so many lip balms that I want to get through, but I do think that that is a lip balm that I would miss and repurchase. The next product is the Fenty Kilowatt Highlighter. This one was also brought in January, and this one weighed 58 grams when we brought it in January. It hasn't changed much in terms of weight. It weighed 57 grams last month, and this month I didn't weigh it because we are empty. And as excited as I am that we are empty, I think that you can see that there's a smidge, teeny tiny bit up there in the corner that I could probably do, but it's not enough. I mean, truly, it's not enough. It might be enough for one inner corner, but definitely not for the other. As happy as I am that this is out of my collection, I am also very, very sad because this was a favorite highlighter for me. Towards the end of the year, I did end up taking whatever was left of the one side and mixing it together and repressing it into the other side to make just one highlight out of it. So in a nutshell, was able to finish one side last year. This side wasn't completely full, but it had a good amount of product in it. And this year, bringing it in, the idea was to finish up the other side and have one complete highlighter empty. And I definitely was successful in that. I'm so super excited to have a highlighter in my collection that I actually emptied. I don't think that's ever happened in the entire time I've been on YouTube. This is 7 grams of product total. There was 3.5 grams of product in each side of this product. So I have been able to, in about a year and a half, finish up 7 grams worth of product. If that doesn't tell you something, it should. But you don't need 50 highlighters in your collection, Donna. Yet you have more than that. I'm really super excited about that. The last use I got out of that was actually just the other day. I was going to buy a Hello Kitty desk chair, vanity chair, which you guys will see in a haul very, very soon because we all know my fascination with Hello Kitty and I'm not going to apologize for it. Yes, I'm an adult, but I love Hello Kitty so dang much. I needed to look presentable going into a store because I definitely didn't in that moment. So I put some highlighter on my eyes, on my cheeks, and called it a day. And when I got done with that, this was gone. There was another video that I just posted recently. I think it was my favorite. Maybe I haven't posted it yet, but my top 3 face products. This still had a tiny bit of use on it or left in it, just a smidge bit of the ability to use the product left. So when you guys see that video, you'll see what I was dealing with for this month as far as product goes, because there really wasn't much left of this product to speak of, which we knew that from the last update, but there was far less than that even available. The next several products I don't have weights on because they are pencil products. So you'll just see the pics of the tracker that I keep for them. So the first thing is the LA Girl Shockwave Eyeliner in Blackout. Now I did measure this, but I am calling this an empty because I can no longer sharpen this pencil. This is where it's at. For whatever reason, it doesn't fit into the smaller hole of my pencil sharpeners very well. So I literally have to shove it in there. And when it was bigger, longer, I could pull it out. Well, now the last time I shoved this in there, it took pliers to get it out. So I'm calling this done because I can no longer sharpen it. But man, I am so proud of a black eyeliner empty in this project because that doesn't often happen. And truth be told, I got so much use out of this and loved this pencil so dang much. But it is so creamy, yet it stays in the waterline specifically forever. It's like, it goes on, it stays on, it doesn't go anywhere. Like, you can smudge it out. You have a little bit of time to smudge it out, but after that, like, it just doesn't go anywhere. And I really appreciate that about those LA Girl eyeliners, and that they come in such crazy, amazing, different colors, whereas you won't find that very often in a lot of other eyeliner formulations. So, especially for pencils, Urban K, sure, maybe some in MAC, but I really, really like those eyeliner pencils. I have probably 13 of them in my collection. I would repurchase that one for sure. The next one is the Jonte Blue eyeliner in dark brown. This is what this one looks like currently. And I think that you will be able to see that there has also been quite a bit of usage on this pencil as well. In the B-roll, you will see me showcasing where it is now versus where it started. And I think that there's quite a bit of usage. Now, this one isn't nearly as creamy. It is actually, I just keep dropping everything. It is actually a pencil liner versus this one being a gel liner. And I do have to work a little bit harder. I dropped it for good this time. I do have to work a little bit harder to get it to work for me. It is in my eye look today, but what I have found with that pencil specifically is it just doesn't stay. Like, I think that you can see that my lower lash line doesn't have any color on the inner rim, and that's because I used that pencil, because this one is gone. So I'm not super happy with that pencil. I would probably never buy another Jonte Blue, but I do have another Jonte Blue eyeliner in my collection that is in the shade Charcoal. I got those through BoxyCharm. I wouldn't buy them again. They're not as creamy. They're a little harder to work with, and they just don't stay. I have the Buxom Plumpliner in the shade Dolly Danger, and I'm actually pretty excited about the usage of this product as well. This is what it looks like currently, and you will see in the B-roll there has been quite a bit of use on this product. I do know, because I have emptied a Buxom lip liner in the past, it only goes to about here, and then there is no more color. This does need a sharpen, but I wanted to bring you the update prior to sharpening it. But I have seen a lot of use in this lip liner over the last couple months specifically, mostly because this is honestly a really pretty perfect shade for a blush as well. Like, I will just draw it onto my cheeks or put it onto my hand, put a blush brush over the top of it, and then put it on to my cheeks. I'm not wearing it today as a blush, but it is legitimately the first day in probably a week of putting makeup looks on that I haven't used this as a blush. I really quite like it as a blush. It's really pretty as a blush, but it's also really pretty as a lip liner and all over the lipstick. It is what I have on today, in addition to my Lawless lip filler. I like it. I think it's pretty. I don't love that it doesn't tend to stick around. I put it on for this video because obviously, like I said, it's really late at night and all of whatever lip product that I was wearing throughout the day is gone. So I did put this lip product on probably, I would say probably about an hour ago, but it's already starting to fade away, the lip liner. So it's not my favorite anymore. At one point in time, that was my favorite lip liner formula. It's very, very creamy, but because it's so creamy, it just, you would have to take it with you and reapply multiple times a day for it to be able to stick around. So rolling in last month, we had 4 different products. Those products obviously are still in this project. I will say that there's not one of them that got a whole hell of a lot of use except for the last product that we're going to mention. So let's start with the Lawless Forget the Filler in the shade Velvet is what I have. This rolled in last month at 32 grams of product. This month it's 32 grams of product. I do think that maybe I marked it wrong last month, because if I'm looking at it in the light, it does look like that's probably still where it's sitting. But if I'm 100% honest, I think I used this twice or 3 times last month. So that maybe just is where it's sitting, because that's just where it's sitting. I did use up another lip gloss that was on my plan to pan list, not through Project Pan. And I think that that's really where my focus went to last month, was getting that lip gloss gone, because I knew it was turning and turning quickly, because I had already decluttered the other 2 I think that I had in that, and that was the Pat McGrath Labs like Bronze Temptation. I think you guys would have seen that in my makeup rehab that I think went up a couple days ago. So I didn't get a whole hell of a lot of use out of this. Like I said, it weighed in at 32 grams last month. It weighs in at 32 grams this month. That one is a full size lip gloss, which I've only ever panned like the mini lip glosses in this project. So and I know that the minis take me about 2 months to go through. This is twice the amount of product as a mini. So, however, I did have quite a bit of use in it prior to pulling it in. So it will likely be in here for a bit longer. I'm hoping to have it done by September. The next one is the Dior Face and Body Foundation in 3N. You guys can see where it was sitting last month in the markers on the bottle. I don't think, like looking at it, it doesn't look like I can remark it this month. So we're just going to leave it like it is. I have used it twice, and one of those days is today. And another one of those days was when I was at FLC. So I have used it. I just haven't used it very much. So I've been going without foundation a lot lately. I don't know why I've been going without foundation a lot lately. I am a person who doesn't like the feel of foundation, but this is like literally sinks into your skin and becomes one with your skin kind of foundation or skin tint. So this one doesn't offend me, but I do think that this one is a little bit dark. And this one also, it turns me a little bit orange. If I repurchase this, which I absolutely would in a heartbeat, I love this foundation actually, or skin tint, I would repurchase it in a lighter shade. I don't know why I got 3N. Probably 2N would be a better match for me, but I need to mix it with lighter foundations, and I just haven't been doing that. So 2 uses is all that guy has gotten. The next item is the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Glow Wand Blush in the shade Pink Gasm. I rolled this in last month at 11 grams. It's still weighing 11 grams because I didn't use it. I did not use it one time. These kind of products are just not my favorite products because they look... Listen, I have a hard time with a glowy blush, and this is beautiful. It is beautiful, but it looks more like a highlight, and therefore I don't use it. But I need to, I'm just kind of a matte blush girly, but I need to get some use out of that. It's only a mini. It won't take me very long to get through if I just do it. So I just need to do it. All right, so that brings us to the last product that we rolled in last month. This one has seen an incredible amount of use, and this is the Makeup by Mario Sculpt Stick. I can't remember because I think the container is still in my empties bin because I'm not considering it an empty product. It's just an empty container right now, but it is in my Becca eye balm container because this is a container that I had and had available to utilize, and this is what the product looks like right now. I do think that you guys can see that there has been an incredible amount of use on this. I do use it every single day as a bronzer and a sculptor. It is what is on my face today, and I think that it is beautiful. I think that it goes into my skin very, very well, and it can be both a bronze or a contour depending on the time of year for me. I do anticipate that we should see this gone next month if I continue using my makeup in the way that I've used my makeup this month. This weighed in at 38 grams when we brought it in. It's weighing 36 grams today. And like I said, I think that you can see that there has been an incredible amount of use in this product. I know that maybe some of you have heard this already, but I do have the Sculpt Stick into 2 different containers. I put this one into my project pan because this one is the one that is not air safe, but I think that you can also see that this product has retained so much moisture for it being in a not air safe package. So I'm really pleased with this product. I love the Sculpt Stick. I would probably repurchase it. In case you lost count, we have 3 products that we're rolling out today. So we will be rolling in 3 new products, and I have those products for you already. I don't have to go find them. So the first of the products that we are rolling in is the Ciate London Watermelon Burst Hydrating Lip Oil. This is a lip oil that I put on my lips before I do my makeup so that my lips get really nice and hydrated while I am working on putting my makeup on. I don't have a weight for this right now because I got pissed off at my scale and threw it in the garbage before I had a chance to weigh this. But I will hopefully have a new scale and we will weigh it next month. But we will also be able to determine the amount of use based on what we're seeing in the packaging right now. I think you guys can see that this is pretty flat right here. I have used this product a lot since I've had it in my collection. It is a nice lip oil. I don't think it lasts as long as, like, say, the Dior lip oils or the Clarins lip oils, but I do like this a lot. I don't have a weight for you, but this is going to be rolling in place of one of those products. Additionally, I have a primer that I will be rolling in because as I'm going through like my deck of panning stuff and my project pan stuff that's sitting in on my desk over here, I realized that I don't really have a primer that I'm working on right now to hopefully finish, but this is the one that I will be rolling in. This is the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Luminizer Primer. I've had this for a very long time. This is something that I picked up because I kept getting them in Ipsies or BoxyCharms, and I loved it. So this one I actually purchased on my own, but you can see there is also quite a bit of usage in this product. It's very, very flat here on the end. And if I mark it, we're going to be able to see it like this as far as markings go. And I know that even without a scale, we're going to be able to see usage from this month to next month just based on that. I would venture to say, because I use primer every single day, this will likely roll out next month, and that will make me so dang happy because, I mean, I'm just walking through the primers and the foundations this year. I'm going to mark this guy too because I do think that it has like a markable area. And then last but not least, I'm going to roll in another Makeup by Mario item, and this is the Glow Gloss, I think they're called. And this one is in the shade Mauve Glow. Now I can't show you how much of this product we have left because it's one of those products that once you click it up, you either have to use it or it won't go back down. So it is a little bit plumping. It's kind of got not like the best taste to it, but it's not a bad taste necessarily. I did buy another one of these in a different shade. I do love these glow glosses, but I just want to be quicker about using, you know, some products up in my collection. And I know that I pull for this gloss all the time. So it's like a no-brainer. Put it into your collection. You'll get some use out of it. And it's a gloss. So I'll have like 2 different glosses and a lip oil in here, which seems so stupid of me to do. But I actually don't think it's going to be hard because I do wear gloss and lip oils and all the things like every single day. I think that these 2 will probably likely roll out next month. I do think that we have probably a couple more months of this left, maybe next month, We might see this roll out next month too, but the rest of these are kind of long haul items. I would love to see this and this be gone by September. I do think it's absolutely plausible that that can happen. This though, I'm telling you, if I can't figure out a way to make it show up like this on my eye looks, like you guys can see, watch. I mean, it's like I didn't do anything. It's like I'm not even using it. So there's that. All right, so that's it. That's all I got for you. So 3 items escaping my collection this month, and yeah, 3 makeup items leaving my collection. This big makeup items. This is a spendy makeup item. The eyeliner, not so much. I think it's like $4. This is also like for a sample. It's also, or a mini. It's also kind of a spendy item. So really super excited about the usage that I got this month. Really super excited about the things that I'm pulling in. I hope that you are too. Please let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. Don't forget to hit me up down there. I do like to have conversations with you guys down there. With that said, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I appreciate every single one of you for being here and know that you don't have to. So it warms my heart that you choose to spend some time with me during your week. I hope that if you're not subscribed, you'll subscribe before you go, because we're kind of a kick in the pants here. And I would love to have you welcomed into my YouTube fam here. I hope that you are all doing well. I hope that you are all safe and healthy and getting along as best you can. I hope that you're seeing more sunshine than me, because it is spring and it is raining in the PNW. Western Washington is nothing but wet. And I wish it was just a little bit more summery, because it would be in Eastern Washington. It is in Eastern Washington. And I miss it so much. I hope that you are all loving each other, but loving each other from afar. And until next time, bye friends.